down and show like those you, worthy uncle, shall with my cousin, you right noble son, lead our first battle, worthy Macduff, and shall take upon what remains according to our orders.
Fare you well. Do we but find that tyrant's power tonight? Let us be beat if we cannot fight.
Make all our trumpets speak! Give them all breath, those clamorous harbingers of blood and death.
I cannot fight, but bear-like I might fight the course. What's he that was not born of woman? Such a one am I to fear.
What is thy name?
Thou wilt be afraid to hear.
No. Now thou callest thyself a hotter name than any is in hell.
Thy name is Macbeth.
The devil himself could not pronounce a title more hateful to mine ear.
No, nor more fearful.
Thou liest, born tyrant. With my sword, I'll prove the lie thou speakest.
Hey, look, it's sword!
That way the noise is. Tyrant, show thy face. If thou be slain with no stroke of mine, my wife and children's ghosts will haunt me still. I cannot strike at wretched kerns whose arms are hired bare at their staves. Either thou, Macbeth, or else my sword on battered edge. I sheath again undeeded. There thou shouldn't be by this great clatter one of greatest noise. Seem rooted, let me find him, fortune, and more I beg not.
Way the noise is. Tyrant, show thy face. If thou beest slain, with no stroke of mine, my wife and children ghosts will haunt me still. I can't strike at wrenching kerns, whose arms are heightened by bare slaves. Either thou shouldest be, by this great clatter, or one of greatest notes seem bruited. Let me not find him fortune, and more I beg not.
This way, my lord, the castle is gently rendered, the noble thanes so bravely in the war, the day almost itself professes use, and little is to do.
We have met with foes straight behind us.
Enter, sir, the castle.
Play the Roman fool and die on my own sword. Whilst I see lives, the gashes do better upon them.
Turn, hellhound, turn!
Of all men else I have avoided thee the most. My soul is too much charged with blood of thine already.
I have no words. My voice is in my sword. Thou bloodier villain, then terms can give thee out.
Thou losest labor, as easy mayest thou the interchant air, with thy keen sword impressed, as make me bleed. Let fall thy blade on vulnerable crests. I bear a charmed life which must not yield to those of woman born.
Despair thy charm, and let thy angel whom thou still hast served tell thy Macduff was from his mother's womb untimely ripped.
Accursed be that tongue that tells me so, for it hath caused coward my better part of mad, and be their juggling fiends. No more believe that patter with us, in a double sense, that keep the word of promise to our ear and break that our hope. I will not fight with you.
Then yield thy coward, and live to be, and show the gaze of time will have there as the rarer monsters painted upon a pole. Here under writ, here may you see the tyrant.
I will not yield to kiss the ground before young Malcolm's feet, and to be baited with the bramble's curse, though Burnham would come to Dunsinane. And though be opposed, of no woman born, yet I will try the last. Lay on, Macduff, and whoever first shall say, hold enough.
Would the friends we missed were safe arrived.
Some must go off, and yet by these I see, so great a day as this is cheaply brought.
Macduff is missing, and your noble son.
Your son, my lord, has paid a soldier's debt. He only lived but till he was a man. The which no sooner and his prowess confirmed in the unshrinking station where he fought, but like a man he died.
Then he is dead?
Aye, and brought off the field. Your cause of sorrow must not be measured by his worth, for then it hath no end.
Had he his hurts before?
Aye, on the front.
Why then, God's soldier be he. Had I as many sons as I have hairs, I would not wish them to a fairer death, and so his kneel is null.
He's worth more sorrow when I spend for him.
He's worth no more, and they say he parted well and paid his score, and so God be with him. Here comes your comfort.
Hail, King, for thou so art. Behold where it stands, thy Upsa's cursed head. The time is free. I see the compass with thy kingdom's pearl, that speak my salutation in their minds, whose voices I desire aloud with mine. Hail, King of Scotland!
Hail, King of Scotland!
Hail, King of Scotland!
Hail, King of Scotland!
We shall not spend large expensive time before we reckon with your silver loves and make us even with you. My thanes and kingsmen, henceforth be earls, the first that Scotland ever had. In such an honor name, what's more to do? Which would be planned newly with time, as calling home our exiled friends abroad, that fled the snares of watchful tyranny, producing forth the cruel ministers, the dead butcher and his fiend-like queen, who 'tis that myself in violent hands took her own life. This and what needful else, that calls upon us by the grace of grace, we shall perform in measure, time and place, so thank to all once, to each one, whom we invite to see us crowned at Scone.